This is going to be our recording for our July body weight workout. This is going to be the first workout. I'm going to try to get Scout over here because I know that everyone likes to have him in our videos. He's sleeping over there in the corner. Hey Scout, come here bud. The thing with him is all I have to do is crouch down just a little bit. He's doing a big stretch and he's going to come over. So because this entire workout is body weight, we're okay. Oh, there he is. Hey, say hi to everyone. I know, I come here for you. Oh, he was sleepy. All right, so because this is a body weight workout, we can actually just go right into it. When you're doing all of these exercises, just a couple of rules that I want you to be aware of. One, always do everything within your own comfort and control. What that means is every rep should feel not painful, should be pain-free, that's comfort, and then we should be in a controlled range of motion. So just be aware of that. Again, if you ever have any injuries, please just message your care team and reach out directly to me so we can get you some modifications. So we are going to start out our workout with body weight squats. So the way that this is going to work is I'm just going to go through a set of everything. I'll tell you if it's paired or not. And once I get done with that, I will basically just do one set. You pause the video, do all, whether you're doing 1, 2, or 3 sets, do all of your sets, and then go ahead and move on to the next exercise. So the first exercise that we're going to do is just a body weight squat. I'll show you from the front, I'll show you from the side. So what we're going to do is put your hands just like this, and we're going to squat down until our elbows go to the inside of our knees, okay? So I'm going to show you from the side. You're going to do 10 of these. Now, if you have any kind of knee pain, what I want you to focus on doing is, instead of bending too much at your knees like this, what I want you to do is I want you to push your hips backwards a little bit more. Don't let your knees track forward, okay? So this is going to be our squat. So this is that modification if you have any kind of knee pain. So this is going to be number 1 if you're on week 1. 1 or 2, you will be doing 10 reps. If you're on weeks 3 or 4, you'll be doing 12 reps. So that's going to be our first exercise. Our second exercise, this is going to be paired with the squat, is going to be a push-up. So I'm going to advocate for picking the type of push-up that you feel the most comfortable with. We can, if you're by a wall like I am, we can do a wall push-up. So for the wall push-up, you're just going to put your hands on the wall and go down just like this. I want you to be aware of trying not to have your elbows up high like this. We're going to be more down here like this, okay? So it's going to be 10 wall push-ups. You can do any modification that you want. I'll show you a couple. Let me just tilt this camera down so you can see it a little bit better. That wasn't that much of a change. The good thing is Scout's down here too. So for the push-up modifications, you can go onto the floor. A modification would be, we can just be on our knees like this and do our push-up just like that, okay? So that is going to be the push-up. If you feel like you can do a full push-up like that, by all means, go for it. So those are our first 2 exercises. Do A1 and then A2, squat then push-up. You can pause this now, take about 60 seconds after you rest in between those 2, and then repeat, whether you're doing 1 set, 2 sets, or 3 sets. Okay. The next thing that we are going to do, and I'll pop this back up, is going to be the lunge. So I will show you the lunge. Oh, that's still not that great. You need a bigger apartment. So for the lunge, what I want you to do is we're going to step back. We're just going to do a split lunge. I'm going to show you a couple modifications. This is the standard lunge, just going down just like this, okay? So we can do our lunges just like this. If historically the lunges have bothered your knees at all, what you can do is take a smaller step back. This is a good lunge modification in general, or any kind of squat modification. And we're going to end up leaning forward more like this, okay? So leaning forward a little bit more. Just like that. So again, if you're on week 1 or 2, you'll be doing 10 on each foot. So do your left side, move over to your right side. And then this one is going to be performed just by itself. So do your lunges, left side, right side, rest a minute, and then repeat. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to be going down to the floor. So you can pause this if you'd like, do all your sets of lunges, and then meet me down on the floor, and I will lower this camera down a little bit. All right. So for the next round of exercises, hey bud, we're just gonna be on the floor for all of this, okay? So it's going to be a hip bridge, and then it's going to be a plank, okay? And we're on the ground for the rest of this workout. So for the hip bridge, excuse me, that's a great stretch, but people need to maybe see. Okay, so for the hip bridge, we're just gonna go ahead and lie right down. You're right in everyone's way. Excuse me. Come over here. Yeah, there's a good dog. Okay, for the hip bridge, we're just going to bridge right up, just like this, okay? Now he's trying to eat. So when you do this all within your control. What I want you to do is drive your hips up. You should feel that in your butt. And then lower down under control, okay? So once you get done with all of these reps, so all 10 reps, what you're going to do is we're going to flip over. And I'm going to give you some options for the plank. Option number 1 is just push-up position right here. So we're just going to hold this for the time that I have prescribed down there, okay? You can also go down on your elbows. That is a fine modification. If you feel like your low back is going into extension too much like that, or maybe you're not feeling it in your core as much, what I want you to do is I want you to just drop right down to your knees and go from right there, okay? Regardless of this, I want there to be a straight line from either your shoulder all the way to your knee, or if we're doing a plank like this, all the way to your ankle, okay? Good cue on the plank is to think about almost trying to bring your belly button to your chin, okay? So it's almost like a little bit of a crunch, and that's gonna help you engage your core a lot more. Okay, so that is going to be we do the glute bridge, and then we do our plank. And if you wanna stick around with this for this finisher, there's gonna be some extra work that's gonna target the abs and then also your triceps, okay? So this one is a little bit challenging. If you feel like going for it, by all means go for it. It's gonna be the body saw. So for the body saw, what we're gonna do is we're still gonna be in that plank position, and we're going to push ourselves forward and then come back, okay? So it's like we're bringing our shoulders to our hands, okay? So we're going to do 10 of those if you're on week 1 or week 2. I think this one's probably the hardest one in the plan, so do your best on that. It's totally fine to skip that one. It's gonna target your triceps. The next thing that I want you to do is going to be your core finisher. So this one is gonna be, we're gonna take our right hand, okay? And we're gonna focus on our right leg for right now, and we're going to crunch up. We're going to go 10, where we're gonna crunch up just like this, okay? So it's gonna be right hand to right knee. When you do this, try to have it not come from your neck. It's from your upper back, okay? So we're gonna do 10, and then you're going to switch over and you're going to do 10 more. Now for a little bit of a bonus, after you've done 10 on the right side, 10 on the left side, do both at the same time. So we're crunching up and coming down. So once you get done with this, again, take a minute before you go back to the body saw and the crunch. If you are doing